today. Let's give him a big clap. Now, Sam, tell me, did he do that all by himself?
You did? You answered yourself. I don't think so. I think it's on 50. You're not telling this? Nah, buddy, I'm gonna have to spill your secret. Guys, Fergus helped out by our marine armor trainers out the back. On this side, we have Hannah, and on this side, we have Kelly. Alrighty, you guys can head out the back and we might get started.
After you, Sam.
Thank you.
So tell me, how long did it take Beery Jr. to learn something as impressive as what we just saw?
Alrighty, so when we started to start there, where Beery came out, opened the lid, and took the piece of rubbish in the bin, was what we call a chain behaviour. So we learned each piece of that separately, then we tied it all together at the end. It took him about, 6 seconds to do it, but it actually took about 6 months to learn. So a lot of effort went into that one.
Wow, so certainly not as easy as he made it look. You did a fantastic job though. Now I'm sure everybody here would love to know what species of seal Beery Jr. is.
Alrighty, so Beery Jr. is an Australian sea lion. You guys are very lucky to meet him today because they are actually a threatened species. We are very lucky to have him here as an ambassador. So really, really quite incredible. But you guys are a very lucky audience because you are going to get to meet 3 different species of seal. We've started off with the Australian sea lion, but Alex, I reckon we go down to something a little bit smaller, I think.
A miniature Australian sea lion.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Okay.
Now, what you got down to me is Rocco, the New Zealand fur seal, and he, as you guys can see, he's actually got Hannah wrapped around his flipper because he's trained her to be his personal Uber driver. Nice and easy. Rocco is probably one of our less motivated seals, so he does like to take it nice and easy. And what, Rocco, would you tip Hannah or not? You said 10 stars? 10 out of 5. 10 stars out of 5, apparently. Alright, well, we might get a closer look at Rocco, but Hannah, where's he going?
I think he's found something over there.
Alrighty, bring that one over here, buddy. It does belong in the water.
Of course not. Well, he's going to bring it up. We're going to get a closer look at that. What is it, Hannah? Oh, it seems to be a giant soda can. There must be about a litre in that heap. Good thing you found it for us, Sam. We're going to chuck that in the yellow bin where it can't do any more harm to the oceans. And of course, a big wave from Rocco. Now, Sam, people are probably already noticing that it does look much different to Beery Jr.
That's right. Now, he looks very, very different, but he also sounds different as well. Now, before we get to hear his beautiful voice, you probably noticed Hannah was giving him a bit of a brush. So first thing, do have the sea lions and tough ones. So quite different because you will find them in the colder parts of the world. So these guys are found in New Zealand and southern parts of Australia. And they're actually also called a long-nosed fur seal. You guys can definitely see why. Now, Rocco is actually one of our war heroes. He came in as a little rescued baby with a few shark bite wounds, which is what Hannah was pointing out. One on his shoulder, he's got one on his hip, he's also got one under his belly. So because of these little injuries, well actually quite big injuries at the time, and the fact that he was so young, he couldn't go back into the wild. So lucky for him, he did find a forever home here at SeaWorld, and he's very well pampered. Now Rocco, how big is the shark though? I think everyone's wondering that, right? This bit. Oh no. This bigger? Oh, you'll keep on.
It's surely bigger than this, Sam.
You reckon bigger than that? Yeah, Rocco, what do you reckon? This big, yeah? Yeah, apparently this is bigger.
No, a bit bigger. A bit bigger. Oh, wow.
Wow, that's a big shark, Rocco. That's pretty huge, apparently.
Rocco is not the one to tell fibs. I've heard he's also quite strong, Sam.
He is very strong. Now, New Zealand fur seals are designed for climbing rocky cliff faces because that is where they are naturally found. So check this one out. Very powerful front flippers.
Thank you, Sam. Rocco is not a fibber.
Definitely not. But he can do one better, guys. Let's get it going. Let's get him warmed up. Come on, buddy.
Oh, I don't know if I believe this, Sam. We'll have to see. Come on, Rocco. It's your turn now, Sam.
Mine? Oh, no one wants to see that. Now, these guys are built to move quite well on land, but of course, seals are at home in the water. And Rocco has actually slid his way out. There we go. Slid his way job, buddy. To get ready to show you just how well you can swim. So, seals can actually hit speeds up to 30 kilometers an hour in the water, which is quite incredible. And Rocco does come out with a behavior that we call 4%. So, he's going to come out of the side, jumping in and out of the water, and grabbing a breath of air. Here he comes right now. Very nice. So this is an action behaviour that seals will do to move quite quickly. They can manoeuvre their body in the air and in the water to potentially evade things like sharks. Something that Rocco was too crash at as a little baby. Now, it looks like he's found some more rubbish over there, so we won't get that one over here. Now, seals, they are incredibly playful and they will play with absolutely anything, which unfortunately does include our rubbish. So it is really important that we do dispose of our rubbish properly, because otherwise these guys may either get tangled in it or unfortunately even ingest it. So it is really important.
Oh no, it's a slippery water bottle today, Sam. Of course, we know that one as well. It belongs in the yellow bin. Lots of recycling. Great job, Rocco.
Awesome. Now, we mentioned before, first they've got 2 layers of fur. It's in the name. These guys spend a lot of time grooming themselves with their little back toenails that work pretty much like a hairbrush. And they can also use their front flippers as well to give their body a bit of a groove. There we go. Very cute little man. Now, we saw how strong he is, but seals can move quite well on land as well. So they can run at speeds similar to you and I. And if you've ever wondered how we're able to move a seal from location to location here at SeaWorld, or any of our animals, it's simply through behaviour that we call on recall. Now, you'll notice, here we go, Rocco. He's listening for a bit of a noise there, so I've got a metal ring on my finger and a piece of metal on my belt. Now, we'll actually tap the 2 items together to make that sound that you just heard, and the seals will listen for that noise, and that's how they know which direction to head. So, I'm able to point anywhere, and Hannah is hiding, but Rocco's listening out for that noise so he can find Hannah. So let's see how he goes. There we go. Oh, he's worked it out. That was pretty easy for Rocco, apparently. Good job, buddy.
That's it, she's been sprung. Quick start now. Sam, I think we're going to get a bit of a look at what we touched on earlier, that strength that Rocco has, making short work of those stairs. And of course, he's going to give us a wave goodbye because he is a gentleman.
See you later, Rocco.
I think he's going to cap it off with a bit of the slot dive. There it is. How good is that, guys?
Awesome work, Rocco. Thanks, Rocco. Thanks, Hannah.
Alright, we'll see you guys a bit later. Now, Sam, so far we've seen what? An Australian sea lion, Wiri Jr., Rocco was a New Zealand fur seal. I think these guys here would get a real kick out of seeing one of our big, massive boys, one of our Californian sea lions. What do you think?
What do you reckon, guys? Do you want to meet one last big seal? Alrighty, now we are about to meet Boston, the Californian sea lion. He is weighing almost 300 kilograms at the moment. He's a unit, and here he comes right now, Alex.
That's it, but hold on, Sam. It looks like he's tangled in some kind of fishing gear.
Oh, Boston! Now, guys, this is really common throughout marine animals out in the wild to get caught in things like netting and fishing gear. So it is really important that we do dispose of it appropriately so these guys don't get tangled up in it. Now, let's get that one off of you, buddy. What do you reckon? Feel better? I think so.
Right, and that one's going to go straight in the red bin as it can't be recycled. Always remember to dispose of your fishing gear, guys, and not leave it where you were. Now, it's not all fun and games here at Sea Lab 1, is it, Sam? There is a serious side to things, isn't there?
That's right. Now, we like to have a lot of fun, but the most important part of training are the husbandry behaviours that we train first. Because these allow the animals to participate in their own voluntary affairs. So, things like checking out his slippers here, easy weezy, and even opening up his mouth so we can check out his teeth. So these are really, really important things to make sure we maintain their health. We can also ask these guys to lay down, roll over, which allows them to do full body checks on individuals every single day. Now in this position, we could also do things like x-rays, ultrasounds, vaccinations, or even take bloods. If these guys aren't feeling well, just like you know, they may need to get their blood checked. We can do the same thing for these guys participating voluntarily. So here we go. Cal is doing awesome examples of what we're able to do with these guys. In this position, we could do a ultrasound if he was a female. Check out if there's any babies. What do you reckon, Cal? No babies today? Oh, no babies for Boston apparently. Makes sense. Now, so these are really, really important parts of our day here at City World.
Hold on, Sam. I think Boston's got something to say.
Okay, what have you got to say, buddy?
What's he say, Kel? He wants to meet somebody. Okay, guys, well, we can certainly arrange that. Who would like to meet our beautiful sea lion Boston today? Would you like to come on now? What was your name? Danny. All right, guys. Big round of applause for Danny. Come on over. I don't suppose you've met a seal before. No? Alright, well today's the day. I'll get you to stand there next to Kel, and she's going to run you through some of the sign language that we use to communicate with these beautiful animals.
Alrighty, now Danny is about to learn how to be a bit of a marine animal trainer and how to communicate with Boston just like you mentioned, Alex. Now, you will notice we work mostly through sign language basically, which is actually what we call cues. So, really easy, a visual way that we can communicate with the animals. To make it nice and clear, because that is really important. These guys can be like transmats, and we can be like transmats as well. And we do learn a lot about their personalities, like Boston, who is clearly one of our cheekier boys there. Delicious, a bit of calamari for him as well. Absolutely amazing. Now, we do spend a lot of time with these guys. Oh yeah, is that right, Boston? Oh, okay. Apparently, our volunteer has done an awesome job. Boston thought so.
Fantastic work. Now, Sam, I've actually heard through the grapevine that Boston has been working on a bit of a dance number. Do you think maybe it's a good idea to show these guys?
Yeah, what do you guys reckon? Shall we see Kelly and Boston have a bit of a dance?
Yeah? Alright, well, let's go ahead and hit the music, guys.
Practicing that one out, guys. Just before we send you on your way this afternoon, we have something really awesome to show you. If you do want to get your cameras ready, direct your attention to either side of the stage here. We'll show you just how powerful these guys are in the water.
Fantastic work, Seal Guardians. Well, it does look like that's all we've got time for this afternoon. Just before you exit, please remain seated and listen to our show staff led by Chrissy over here. She's just going to get you guys to lead in groups today. We'd like to thank you once again for joining us here at Sea Live 1, and it's bye for now.
Physical distancing between groups in this venue. We can all help stop the spread by keeping our